Hello, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to Befriend Guests Role session. And what is that all about? It is something that we naturally do before our Toastmaster meeting. As we take this role, we automatically become the face of the club. And why is that I say the face of the club? Because whoever in charge here will be the first person who say hi, who will greet all the people that join the meeting as they arrive in the venue, whether it's in-person meeting or in the online setting. What is the benefit for the club? For some clubs, this role combined with the role of sergeant at arms. In Toastmaster in Bali, most clubs assign one of a member to take this special role. And the suggestion is to have someone who can differentiate between which ones are the member and which one are the guests. This role is not an official role in Toastmasters, but it's a really good supporting role that can help clubs to convert guests to members, giving a connection between members. Because as they arrive at the venue, as we say hi, as we congratulate them on what they achieved lately, or as we talk about something in our society, we get to know each other better. And by doing so, people feel relaxed before the meeting starts. People speak up and feel the warmth of each other's company. That makes a member retention because they love their club. How to do a befriend guest role? How to do this role? Every time I took this role, I always ask questions to myself. Like, can I really pronounce my club name properly? What kind of meeting this time? Is it a workshop, a speakathon, or special kind of meeting? Do I have the attendance list? Is there any special guest that I would love to greet them by name and ask the right question? For example, hi Miranda, how are you today? How was your last webinar? At the meeting, I always try to be early as possible, ready with my pen and my paper, being very present to listen and to ask them questions. At the end of meeting, usually it's very normal. I will get some commendation, some recommendation, or even another surprise. Something like, hi Ayu, I would like to be a member of this club. What is the next step? Who will do this role? Who is good to have this role? A member. It can be also an executive committee, like the president or the vice president of membership. One tips for beginners, if this is your first role to learn and you kind of nervous, then reach out, team up with a senior member. Who to greet? Member and guests. Member including the exco, the former member, inactive member, of course, the active member. And the guest means visiting Toastmaster and non-Toastmaster. Where? Everywhere. This role is perfect in every meeting in Toastmasters. How we do this? When? Through chat. If it is in online platform. Or you can just say hi in front of everybody before the meeting. And through chat during the meeting. If we can do it in between the speaker, it will be lovely. If we cannot, we can also do it privately. We have that Zoom has a function on private chat. In in-person meeting, you can also do it with paper. Like, for example, somebody arrived late. And to not disturb the meeting, we usually want to be silent, as silent as possible. So I make 2 or 3 cards, and then this card will consist like, hi, welcome to Bali Toastmaster Club. How can I help you? The next card probably will say something, have a seat please, enjoy the meeting. This befriend guest role also good if we have it after the meeting. We just say hi and ask for comments. Ask for their preference or ask for how they feel about the meeting. Would they like to join us in the in the near future meeting? Why this role is very important? It's implementing Toastmaster core values. And as I said in the beginning, it is not an official role in Toastmaster, but it's a very important supporting role. Last but never least, what is that for me? For me, I would like to share that practice brings confidence to myself. Every time I took this role, I learn a little bit every time about something. Can be language, can be culture, can be some psychology part of a human being. So, fellow Toastmasters, hold the vision, trust the process, let's rock our role.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ayu. I can see why you are speaking about befriend, because you are so friendly. Even across the Zoom, I can feel your warmth and the exuberance that you bring to that role. So let's take a few questions from our guests in our Zoom room today. Would you please unmute yourself, introduce yourself, please, and then ask your question. Go ahead. Really? No questions? Well, Ayu, let me ask the question first. Can you tell me one experience that you particularly cherished when you were the Befriend Guest? When you were the Befriend Guest, can you share one experience or one person that you met that you actually cherished? Go ahead, Ayu.
I still remember, it's fresh in my mind, when a guest coming to the meeting, knowing about nothing, and then asking me a lot of questions during the meeting. And what is this about? Why is this like this? Why is that like that? And at the end of the meeting, that she said everything was really nice for her. and she really wants to come again or attend the meeting again for the next time. And that the whole week after that meeting, she kept asking me question about Toastmaster and ready to be a Toastmaster in the next meeting. How's that sound?
That sounds very encouraging, Ayu. That's fantastic. Well done. Well, I'll tell you my short experience the first time I went to a Toastmaster meeting. So before I became a Toastmaster and I went to my first meeting, someone turned to me and said, "Hey, your English is quite good. Can you be the grammarian?" And I was a guest. So I ended up being a grammarian at my first meeting. Not much of a befriend. They threw me in at the deep end. But thank you very much, Ayu, for sharing those wonderful insights on being a befriend guest. Very interesting role. My club doesn't have one, and we are certainly going to think about having that role. So a round of applause, please, for Toastmaster Ayu before she goes away. Thank you very much.